Hi guys. I wanted to make a brief video about how many surgeries I had on my vagina and where it stands as of now because there's more to come. In total, so far, I had 6 surgeries. I've been to the hospital and knocked out 6 times to work on this. And yeah, this is YouTube, so I can't show you anything, or I would, so for educational purposes. Anyway, so my first surgery was, I don't know, 4 years. I lost count, but anyway, the timeline doesn't matter. So I had first surgery, the original surgery. I lost the depth, as you know. I developed vaginal stenosis. I had a scar tissue, maybe 1 inch into my vagina, and then there was another inch, and that was it. It was back. So I went back to the same surgeon. It got back open. After that, I had some amazing sex for a month. I was enjoying it for the most part. I was dilating, standing myself, using estrogen creams, doing anything to keep it open. Somehow it started shutting down again. No matter what I did, that was just like losing depths out of nowhere. And it's very easy with the surgeries to put a blame on a patient because you get paid based on attempt and then you can just blame the patient. Oh, you didn't dilate or blah, blah, blah. So anyway. Oh my God, what happened to your eye, baby? Oh. So yeah, that's 2 surgeries. So I enjoyed vaginal sex for like maybe a month or two. I met my current boyfriend like maybe 2 months after I had my second surgery, and we were already experiencing issues. And he happens to be a medical professional too. So when he found out that they opened me back up without putting any skin in, um, and hoping it will epithelize, he was shook because he was like, what were they thinking? Of course, it was going to shut down. Our body is designed to heal. If you keep your arms like that forever, it's not going to heal together. However, if you have a cut, another cut, it will heal back up together. So that's what was happening pretty much. And then I had another surgery that was just to work on the outer part because I didn't have a clitoral hood. My clitoris was exposed, and before my boyfriend, I was dating other people who didn't necessarily know that I was trans, and they were always wondering, like, some people thought I didn't have a clitoris, other people were wondering why I don't have clitoral hood. Also, my hole was gaping, like it was a fucking gaping hole. There was no there wasn't enough skin to create labia minor and whatever. I had a little labia minor, but it wasn't pronounced. So I had a fat injections. Initially, I was injecting with fillers, but that was really expensive. And I had to pretty much beg my first surgeon to inject it because he kept on telling me everything looks natural. I don't know. You're dating the wrong people. You're watching the wrong porn. I'm like, no. Like, he did not want to listen to me. So, anyway. So I went to another surgeon in New York. Well, the surgeon is actually from California, but once a month he performs surgeries in New York. Eventually, actually, I guess that surgeon I can talk about because I'm happy with the results and he did a good job and he's still helping me to find solutions to my problems, even though he can't help me with my current problem. He's a really good surgeon. It's Dr. Gary Alter. So yeah, he did my clitoral hood and he did a fat transfer. Get out. So that I was really happy with those results. I almost had no scar from clitoral hood and it looked juicier and the hole wasn't fucking gaping all over the place. After that, a year went by because I was on a waiting list, getting the right insurance, and I had a colon vaginoplasty when a piece of my colon was taken and placed in my vagina. However, surgeons didn't do what we agreed on. Upon the initial consult, I was told that he's going to bring the colon as much as possible outwards to make sure that scar doesn't scar again, the ring scar doesn't come back. And I even remember asking him, like, oh, I've read that like colon's a very bright red color. What if it looks like unnatural? I've heard there could be a prolapse down the line. He's like, no, don't worry, it will look natural, blah, blah, blah. So we had a consult and it almost was a few months till I had a surgery. And when I woke up, it came out that they took my colon and attached it to like 2 or 3 inches of scarred up like tissue I had from previous surgeries, like remnants of penile inversion surgery. So where colon was attaching to the rest of the vagina was way deep inside of me. And when I woke up from surgery, my first thought was to dilate because I knew how my body works. Like it shuts down. I'm like, can I dilate? Can I please dilate? Like, no. With the surgery, you don't need dilate. Don't dilate. You will ruin it. You have to wait like 4 weeks or something. Anyway, so they told me not to dilate. Then 3 weeks later, I go um for a freaking consult, like post-op evaluation. And so I'm not going to go into details because I'm going to create a separate video about colon vaginoplasty only, and then I'll go into details every bullshit that happened with me. And honestly, I don't want to give too much identifying information. I'm not going to reveal any names of my surgeons except for the surgeon I'm happy with, because I'm still seeking revisions, and I don't want my next surgeon to think that I'm just some vindictive crazy bitch that's gonna go and trash them online for no reason and just like I'm hard to please. No, like I'm not hard to please. The issue was this colon vaginal surgeon because he did not do what he was supposed to. Never in my life I felt so violated because I woke up and he did what he did and I have to live with it. Moreover, he was supposed to do like another fat grafting because I wanted my labia majora to look plumber. So he took a fat out of my lower abdomen, even though I asked him right before surgery to take it from my inner thigh, He took it from my lower abdomen, by that causing unevenness in my stomach that was even before. So I have fat here and no fat here now. And he injected fat right on top of my labia majora, right on top of the scars that I already had and that disappeared a long time ago. He brought it right back up, So now I have scars that are visible. I mean, it takes a while for scars to go away. And I asked him, why did you do it? And like, well, we're taught to go on top of existing scars, not to create new ones. However, I had that procedure before with Dr. Alter, and he did an amazing job. He went through the crease. It was not even visible. Like, he went through the crease to inject the fat, and he took it from my from my inner thigh, It was very well done, and they couldn't give me a good explanation why they went right on top, And so yeah, that was bullshit. And so when I went back for my post-op evaluation after my fourth surgery at this point, they found out, long story short, they found out that I've developed a ring scar. And this is the reason why I wasn't having any discharge that people were talking about. And so they told me, oh, dilate, just go dilate, find smaller dilator. I couldn't find a smaller dilator. So I went to a goddamn Dollar Tree and got like a glow stick that I tried to put it myself and it wouldn't go because it was closed. Like 2-3 inches into it, there was just a fucking wall. So they were like, okay, we need to open you back up. So they knocked me out again. But this time, I asked him to shave my pubic bone. I actually asked him first time around, but they didn't do it. Second time around, okay, this is a perfect chance. Please shave my pubic bone because I'm so tight. They did shave my pubic bone. They did try to open me back up. However, they poked a fistula. When I came home after the surgery, I felt like I was going to pass gas and it came out of my vagina. I'm telling you the short version of the story. There's like, I'm going to create a separate video and tell every detail. And so yeah, when I tried to fart, it came out of my vagina. I immediately Googled what it was and I took enema, put water up my butthole. It came like streaming out of my vagina. I was freaked out. I thought I'm going to have to wear a colostomy bag. Oh my God. This has to stop. Okay, so I thought I had to wear a colostomy bag because oftentimes when you get fistulas, they redirect poop away from your like colon so that fistula can heal. Thank God it healed on its own because my body just heals super quick. So what happened is they wanted me to come back in and they wanted to fix the fistula. So when I came there for the third time, they knocked me out and they said that fistula healed on its own, but I was getting tight again. So they dilated me under anesthesia and sent me home saying that everything is good. You can go back to dilating. And guess what? They tore me back open. My fistula was open. Like that night when I tried to pass gas, it came out of my vagina again. The fistula was open, and they were too stupid to like check me again for fistula after they dilated my anesthesia. So that was the end of that story. I never, of course, went back to that surgeon, and they were extremely unprofessional. That's like a long story, and it has to be like a separate video. All the butt fuckery that happened to me, and so yeah, that's it. Then I went back to Dr. Alter, and he said that he can help me, and somebody who has experience in both colon and colon vaginoplasty should be able to help me. And he referred me to somebody. I'm not going to say who. So hopefully I'll go see that person. So I'm back to point A, except for that doctor said now things are more complicated. They might have to chuck everything out and take another piece of colon and restart everything. So now when I fly to the other surgeon for evaluation, it's not going to be just him. I have to see two other doctors. I have to see urologist. I have to see colon surgeon before he can even give me what is the plan. What is the surgery plan? If he even can help me, like I don't even know. So yeah, that story. I'm 6 surgeries into it. Well, one of those surgeries was on the outer part, 5 on the inner. I guess one of them wasn't really surgery because they thought that I healed and they dilated me under anesthesia when they tore me back open. And there is more to come because I'm not gonna give up. Part of me was thinking, what if I just accept my fate? What if I just accept my cursed vagina and somehow I learn to live with it? But I'm gonna keep on fighting. My fight is not over, and hopefully try to find a solution. I'm gonna keep on vlogging my experience, my results. As a trans person, we often struggle with suicide and suicidal thoughts and depression, and maybe not everybody, but most of us do. And when things started failing, it just all came back, like the suicidal thoughts, and I just wanted to end it all. But I'm not gonna end it all till it's real over. Like I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight trying to get what I want. And the surgeon who botched me, the colon vaginal plastic surgeon, when they were about to knock me out for the third time, I was crying, and he said something like, "Why are you crying? Like, there is more to sex than vaginal penetration." I get that, but I have a right to want something. You know what I mean? And I came to you for help, and don't botch me and then tell me, "Oh, that's not important." Like, anyways, it's a different story. Love you guys. Bye. Yeah, tell me if you have similar stories. Like, I just feel like I'm alone in this situation because when you go online, all you hear is how people have an amazing sex and 9, 11, 10-inch vagina. Like, it's fucking bottomless. Like, there is room for fucking everybody in your vagina, baby. Yes, why not? Like, so I feel like I'm alone. So if you have complications, like, you're not alone. Please let me know, like, in the comments down below. Make a response video. I'm not really on social media. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Snapchat. Do you guys think I should create like Snapchat or Instagram? Let me know what you think. Bye. Love you guys.